The U.S. government shutdown has now stretched into its 7th day, and Washington remains at a standstill. On Monday, the Senate once again failed to pass either of the two competing funding bills that could have reopened the government. Both the Republican-led and Democratic-led measures were rejected, deepening the gridlock and leaving millions of Americans uncertain about what comes next. The Senate voted 52-42 on the Republican-backed bill, which would have extended funding at Biden-era spending levels until late November. However, the measure needed 60 votes to advance. Only 3 Democrats, Senators Catherine Cortez Masto of Nevada, Angus King of Maine, and John Fetterman of Pennsylvania, joined Republicans in support. Their votes weren't enough to break the deadlock. Democrats have remained firm that any stopgap bill must include an extension of the Affordable Care Act premium tax credits, a crucial benefit set to expire at the end of the year. Without it, they say, millions could face higher healthcare costs. Senate Majority Whip John Thune criticized Democrats, suggesting they're more interested in pleasing left-wing interest groups than solving the crisis. He said the stalemate shows Democrats are out of touch with hardworking Americans who just want the government to function again. Meanwhile, Democrats blocked the GOP bill and countered with their own funding proposal, one that tied in key healthcare provisions. But Republicans unanimously voted it down. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer called on Republicans and President Trump to come to the table and work out a real solution. He said Democrats are ready to negotiate to reopen the government and protect healthcare access, but both sides must participate in good faith. Adding to the confusion, President Trump told reporters that his team is already in talks with Democrats about healthcare, saying a deal could lead to very good things. However, Democratic leaders quickly denied that any negotiations are taking place, though they added they'd gladly welcome real talks if the president is serious. The situation is further complicated because the House of Representatives is currently out of session. Speaker Mike Johnson said he won't recall members to Washington until the Senate makes progress, arguing that Democrats need to turn the lights back on first. With both sides entrenched and no sign of compromise, the Senate is expected to take up the funding bills again on Tuesday for a 6th attempt. Until then, federal employees remain furloughed, government programs are frozen, and Americans are left waiting for Washington to break the stalemate. If you found this update informative, please take a second to subscribe to InsightPulse, your source for clear, balanced, and timely political insights from around the world. Stay informed, stay empowered, and help us grow by hitting the subscribe button now.